I'm Dabido. I'm a doctor from Australia that loves to talk about tech and how to create things using tech. In this video, I just want to talk about the different principles for going viral on Reddit. Somehow I've gone tiny little bit viral on Reddit a few times. I posted about Shopify stuff. I had more recently talked about a Notion to Anki flashcard video, and I also posted stuff about the YouTube algorithm. So these posts all went semi-viral. I didn't do any artificial push towards them. They all seem to do a little bit successful in themselves. And I think that, first of all, the reason that you are on Reddit in the first place is it's a super good source of traffic. So if you're like a YouTuber trying to get more views on your videos, for example, or if you're someone trying to market your software or market your websites or whatever, Reddit is a really, really good source of interested people. With Reddit, the first thing you have to know is that Redditors, people who are on Reddit, they hate marketing. Marketing is something that just, if they detect a scent of marketing, you are going to get hate comments left, right, and center. Some people are more accepting of it, but generally speaking, they don't like marketing because sometimes it comes off as a little bit sleazy. Sometimes it comes off as just I'm just going to dump some content here. I'm just going to promote my website. Even if you do it really well, and even if you have some information that you put on Reddit that's really helpful, people can still be this is just self-promotion. I'm not going to listen to this thing because it's self-promotion, therefore I'll hate it. Therefore, you have to take a different approach when it comes to Reddit, which is you can't make stuff that's useless. Then it goes to the next step. You want to create something that is super duper duper valuable. And I think that that's something that is the common tie between the stuff I've made on Reddit that has succeeded and the stuff that completely has flopped. A little bit of it is a numbers game, so just trying to post more. But I think that if you're trying to create something really valuable, then people will inevitably like it. I made this great big post about the YouTube algorithm recently. That post was talking about my whole summary of everything from the YouTube algorithm. So I actually held nothing back from my summary. I posted the entire thing. Part of the reason was because I couldn't physically post my video to that particular subreddit, but fine, whatever. I posted my entire written summary, and then interestingly, I wrote a little paragraph that said, look, if you're interested in watching these videos, just search for Dabido on YouTube. To my pleasant surprise, people actually did. They really loved that YouTube algorithm summary that I put there, and therefore I got a lot of comments of hello from Reddit. So what does it mean to create valuable things? Well, you have to understand what the actual subreddit is about. So for example, r/newtubers is about people that are new to YouTube, and that's for people that want to create content. If you look at r/Shopify, it's for people that, well, understandably are trying to create businesses using Shopify. And some subreddits are more anti-marketing than others. So for example, ironically, I think digital marketing is one of the ones that's really quite anti-marketing because they just, subreddits where there's a lot of self-promotion, people really dislike it. Something like r/Notion, which I posted to recently for my Notion to Anki flashcards video, made that actually go compared to my usual videos, disproportionately high. And that was because, one, it was a genuinely useful video, and it was something that fulfilled a genuine need because people really needed to know how to make Anki cards from Notion. And I know because I was in that position. That combination of being extremely useful, but also just, it wasn't really that much marketing type stuff. I didn't plug a product. I didn't say anything apart from this is a video that might help you. And then that's why I got a few hundred upvotes. That's how that video took off. In terms of, some of the Shopify guides I did, some of it actually did have promotional links at the end and said, look, if you're interested in this, maybe consider buying this particular Word document that I have that talks about Facebook marketing. People did go to that website and did buy the guide from that website because of those content guides, but it was only because of the fact that the actual guides that I wrote there were long and very useful. If you look at the Gary Vaynerchuk model, he would say jab, 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 right hook. In other words, give a lot of content away for free, then you ask for the sale. That's one way to do it, but I think that if you want to accelerate it a little bit, then you could just create something that is genuinely really useful. The third thing is that it is pretty important to have a catchy title. It's stuff that makes people's lives a lot easier. It's very clearly explained and it solves a very specific thing. It's not enough to say how to grow your Instagram followers or how to grow your YouTube followers, because I think a more useful thing would be, for example, how I grew my YouTube followers from 0 to 10,000 in 2 months, that title is going to be way more successful than how to grow on YouTube. So be specific about the promise that you're promising people. Be specific about what that hook is, and then once you've hooked people in, deliver hardcore on that promise. Because I think the worst thing is where you have a really promising title, but then no content really to back it up. So yeah, those are a few ways to go viral on Reddit without like pissing people off too much. If you like this video, you can consider subscribing. I'll talk more about growth type stuff and online business stuff. Otherwise, you can watch these other videos, and I'll catch you in the next video.